Okay, so first, we are given string s, right? So initially stress the string s will hold all the character at initially at hold all the character, right? All the character, and through operation one as move character to T by appending the first appending character from the beginning of S to the end of T, right? And also and through operation to T to also some T character from T will be moved to paper, right? By appending the appending from the end of T to the end of paper. So the two operation. Yeah, and so to understand it better, we will go through an example. For example, let S be A B C I D E A, I don't know, maybe B F. Okay, so let's spend 1 minute, 2 minutes, and think about it. Like, what is the smallest string that we can obtain from doing operation 1 and operation 2? Yeah, let's do it right now. So A will remove A. So A is the like. So remember, we want the paper to be small. What it
mean is smallest is to put the smallest character possible. Smallest character we can, right? To possible. To the smallest index. Right?
So yeah, let's apply this principle to our example here. So like we have a S, and the first one we use operation 1 to write A to T, and A is like the smallest one, right? We can obtain smallest character we can obtain. So we also use operation to move A to paper. And second, and next we will write B to D, B from S to T. So do we want to also use operation to write B to paper? Yeah, maybe not, because we see that we have B is not the smallest character possible, right? We still had A here and A here, so we will continue to write down C from S to T. And next we have A, right? So A is the smallest character possible, so we'll write A to paper also. Similarly, we will write D E I, right? A B, A, yeah, and so we have, yeah, so I would say that we finished our first iteration, and what left is we update our our three strings are now updated, right? We now have B, C, D, E. We now have B, F, and T. We have B, C, D, E. Paper, we have A, A, A. Right? So now from S and T, what is the smallest character possible that we can possibly obtain from S and T to append it to the paper using operation 1 and operation 2? Yeah. So so we now could, just write B to can you see which is the more. So we either can directly write down to paper from the beginning of T, or we can indirectly, using operation 1 and operation 2, like operation 1 to move the first character of S to the end of T, and your operation to transfer this this character to the end of paper, right? To operation. So which one we will choose here? In this case, it seems that both approach is equally valid, like because the because the smallest character from S and T that we can obtain from doing operation 1 and operation 2 to S and T is B, right? We can either write down B directly from let's start again. So after the first iteration, our three strings are updated, and S become BF, T become B, C, D, E, and paper have three occurrence of A, right? So what we will do next, we would like to do the same thing that we do with is the first iteration, but one key difference here is T is now not empty, so we have to consider both S and T to decide which is the smallest character possible that we can obtain from S and T and append it to paper, right? So can you figure out which one? So in this case, we can choose from both B and T. Like we can use B because like B is obviously the smallest character in S and T, so we would like to append B to the next position in paper, right? So how can we obtain B? We can do it in both ways, right? We can directly remove B from the beginning of T to append it to paper, or we could move the character B that at the beginning of S to T and to paper. So these two approaches are equally valid. So to make things simple, we will go with approach 1. Like approach 1, right? So we move B from T to B. So now we'll have S. So now S is BF and T is CDE. What will we do next? So obviously B is still the smallest character, right? So what we will do is we will move B from S to T and move S to T and append it to the end of paper, right? So now S only have F left and T have DE, right? What will we do next? So we could say that we can tell that now from S only have F and T only have D and E. The smallest character is obviously D, right? So we will write D directly from T to paper T, and now T only have E left and S only have F left. So between E and F is smaller, so we will write E to paper, and what left is now is F. So it's just like do what we have to do. Remove F to append it to the end of T, which is now empty, and move it. Right, so we obtain the smallest paper is A, B, D, F. Yeah. So you understand the logic now? Yeah. If you do, let's code it up. So first we have to initialize add T and paper. We will use list to represent all three of them for simplicity, and I also will convert character into integer for faster processing.
To number for faster processing.
for tea and paper, we initiate them to the MP3.
So what we will do, we will
Now come the main
look
logic
through
about
the whole process, the
implementation.
iteration that I explained earlier.
We will iterate until S is empty.
First, we will have to decide what is the most,
First, we
uh,
have to
the most,
decide
what is the
whether
smallest
we
character
obtain
from
the
S and T.
smallest character from S or T. So we use min chart to track the smallest character in that. So if uh, T, if the last character T is smaller
So
to min chart,
it,
then we have to we will take the next chart from T, right, and append it to paper.
so uh, by reaching this point, well, by reaching this point, min chart is now current solid character, right? So remote, you use remote index to find the occurrence of the remote occurrence of the min chart in S. And break. Right. So next we'll update T. So, so what happened with the paper now? The paper will have all the occurrence of the mean chart, right? So we'll update 10. So, and also we have to update as now will become right mod index. Do we? No, we don't include the variable index, right? So let's make this. Yeah. So I think this is our iteration. Iteration. So after add is empty, but t not, then we have to use operation to append to gradually append the beginning of t to the end of paper, or we can just reverse the whole t and append it to the end of paper, right? T. Then we will pay, we use paper, right? So have to be paper. Paper 10 with reverse of t. And we now have to return paper as a string of character. So char convert byte number to character, right? In for num in paper and return paper. Yeah, I think we will first run some 10k. Yeah, it's past all 10k, but there are just some very loose one. So just A, B, C, A, B, E, A, A, B, C, A, E, F, A, T, G. Yeah, I think it's super, but I like it to be submitted the first time, so to be super. Yeah, so you can see that the algorithm is quite efficient. It's been 91%. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again in the next one, the next Leetcode solving one. Thank you for watching.